Hello, my name is Lola Fae, and I would like you to follow me on my platforms to keep on with the strange journey that I live. So my Twitter is at Lola Fae XXX, it's F-A-E, and my Instagram is at Funk Lola Fae, so F-U-N-K L-O-L-A-F-A-E. My OnlyFans, where you can see all of the naughty things that I do in my personal life and all the interesting stuff that I've been doing on my travels, and any of my aerial performances, just little things like that where I don't share all of it with the world. You can find it all on my OnlyFans. You can message me on my OnlyFans, so go sign up, and that is at Lola Fae XXX as well, so it's the same as my Twitter handle, and you can go on my Twitter, follow me there, and find my OnlyFans. Last thing I would like to plug is I have an amazing fiance who does ceramics, and you can follow him at Mudsmoke on Instagram and Twitter. He creates beautiful pipes, ceramics, anything you want made out of clay, he can do it, but also we're starting to experiment with anal toys, and so if you like the feeling of glass, stay tuned to see what we create.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Lola Fae, and I would like you to follow me on my platforms to keep on with the strange journey that I live. So my Twitter is at Lola Fae XXX, it's F-A-E, and my Instagram is at Funk Lola Fae, so F-U-N-K L-O-L-A-F-A-E. My OnlyFans, where you can see all of the naughty things that I do in my personal life and all the interesting stuff that I've been doing on my travels, and any of my aerial performances, just little things like that where I don't share all of it with the world. You can find it all on my OnlyFans. You can message me on my OnlyFans, so go sign up, and that is at Lola Fae XXX as well, so it's the same as my Twitter handle, and you can go on my Twitter, follow me there, and find my OnlyFans. Last thing I would like to plug is I have an amazing fiance who does ceramics, and you can follow him at Mudsmoke on Instagram and Twitter. He creates beautiful pipes, ceramics, anything you want made out of clay, he can do it, but also we're starting to experiment with anal toys, and so if you like the feeling of glass, stay tuned to see what we create.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to public school, private school?
I went to a charter school as a kid, and then I went to public high schools.
I know you were very young. Did you have any idea what you wanted to do with the rest of your life?
I wanted to be a vet when I was a kid, and then it evolved to being an artist, and then it evolved to wanting to work within environmental sciences, and that's where I left off in school.
In high school, were you a popular girl, a loner, a geek, a nerd?
In high school, I was definitely more of a loner. I had a couple of different friend groups, but I wasn't really part of any of the friend group. I just had groups of friends that I associated with, and then I had a couple of really close friends. But I definitely wasn't like one of the popular kids. I definitely stood out. People knew who I was because I always had bright red hair, or very colorful hair. I cut my hair off in high school and had like purple hair. So I definitely stood out, but I was never one of like the popular kids.
Were you popular with the boys?
I had like one boy that I adored, and I had maybe like 2 other boyfriends in high school after that, maybe 3. But there was one guy that I just kind of like was stuck on for such a long time. So I wasn't playing around too much. I wish I had more experiences with other people.
In high school, were you sending your boyfriend sexy selfies and all that stuff?
Yes, in high school I definitely sent more than a fair share of nudes. Yeah, I hope that's all been deleted because that's just not legal. But yeah, there's definitely plenty of boys that got my nudes.
So your boyfriends passed them around?
No, my boyfriends did not pass them around. Thankfully, I don't think my nudes were ever like passed around. I never had like a whole scandal like that. I just, you know, sent them to the right people, I guess. First time I ever saw like adult, I mean, of course I've seen like adult related like barely legal magazines and hotels and stuff, but first time I ever was really exposed to it was I used to watch a lot of anime and read mangas a lot as a kid. And I read a fan fiction of a very innocent manga, and it was like a really dirty anal rape thing. So yeah, that was the start for me in my adult entertainment, just consuming it. And then I had like boyfriends that would show me like their favorite porn stars and be like, oh, I'm really into this girl. So that was cool.
You finish high school, you go to college. How do you get into the wonderful world of adult entertainment?
So I had started modeling when I was 16. When I was 18, I started freelance modeling and I started doing nude modeling. And I was already naked on the internet, but I didn't have any like explicit no spread shots, as they would call it, meaning my pussy wasn't out there. And I came across what a dominatrix was when I was around like 18, 19, and I was so excited and wanted to be a part of that world so badly, because fetish and kink is just fascinating to me. I love the spectrum of the human sexuality, but also like kicking men in the balls for money sounds amazing. Why wouldn't I want to do that? So I went through some scams, finally met someone in South Florida. They run websites called like Foot Domination, like Goddess Foot Domination, and I started working with them, and we started making clips, and I was making clips totally covered, and I thought it was interesting that I could portray sexuality while being totally clothed and portray artistic nudity without it being sexual. So I liked the divide of that. But then it came down to a couple months of starting to make these clips. You're just making clips. My site's not up yet. We haven't put anything out there. I need to make money. And I was going to Peru. So I had an offer to do a porn scene because one of my friends, she was in porn at the time. And her ex was like a major male talent. And they were like, well, you can do a scene with him. It'll be easy. We'll pay you this much money. And I was like, fuck it, why not? So I took that money to Peru, and it was worth 3 times as much. So that's the best way I think you could spend your first porn check. My social media, my Twitter is at LOLAFAE_XX, so Lola Fae XXX. And then my Instagram is at Funk Lola Fae, so FUNK Lola Fae. And I have an OnlyFans. That's kind of the platform that I've been using the most right now, and it is onlyfans.com/LolaFae XXX, I think. Yeah, XXX. And you can find all of that from my Twitter as well. So if you want to go to one site and just kind of hop around, see what you can find, there's a lot of good stuff. My OnlyFans is where I post all of my personal sexcapades, and I can talk to you one-on-one and make you custom videos. So OnlyFans is a really fun platform, and it has a great interface for communication between fans, which I love. The last thing I would like to plug is I am engaged to an amazing ceramics artist. So if you guys like fine arts, or if you like really cool bongs or pipes, I can say bongs because we're in California. Oh my goodness, yes. But yeah, if you want to check out some cool ceramics, his handles are Mud Smoke. So check all those out and see what interesting artistic shit we get into.
Do you have a website?
My website is lolafae.me, and it has a gallery. It has a way to contact me if you're interested in professional domination sessions, and Skype and all that good stuff. But also if you ever just want to look and read a little bit about me, it's definitely on there. I think I'm going to start vlogging soon, so if you want to know what it's like to be inside my head, that's a good spot to go.
Your fiance, does he have a site?
He has mudsmoke.com. I'm pretty sure we're building that for him right now, actually.
Were you turned down, nervous, thought of having sex with somebody you basically didn't know, or did you know him?
I knew him, so I got lucky that I knew the male talent. His name is Tyler Steele, and he was dating one of my friends at the time. So I had already interacted with him a little bit, but just knowing that like he's my friend's boyfriend, it was also a POV scene. So it was a lot easier because we didn't have a director to tell us what to do. But I was still really nervous. You can tell in the beginning of the scene because he like picks me up at a park and you can just tell that I was like a little shy and a little nervous. But it was a lot of fun. I like having sex on camera. I like being an exhibitionist.
You do the first scene, it goes well. You take some time off at that point, or you immediately start shooting?
So I didn't shoot because right after that I went to Peru for 2 weeks, and that was in December 2016, I think, 2016. And then I started shooting more scenes around like March, April of 2017. So I took a short amount of break. And my friends were like, well, do you want to do another scene? Is it just going to be one and done sort of thing? And I was like, who just shoots one porn scene? Your porn is out there for everyone to see. You might as well like make money off of it. So yeah.
How do you come to California?
I got an agent, a new agent, because for the first year in porn, the guy that I did my first scene with basically repped me and got all of my scenes in Florida, which was great because he worked for all the companies. So I worked with everyone in Florida, and I was like, I need to go to California if I need to work more, you know, if I want to work with other companies and really be out there. So my first trip to California was, I think, December 2018. And that's really when I like started porn. So I started porn 3 years ago, but it was really 2 years ago when I started like California porn. And yeah, it's just gone up from there. It's been a fun ride.
And in California, or even now, is this a job for you or is this a career?
I would say it's a career. Definitely a career. Even if I stop making hardcore scenes where I'm getting all of my holes filled and I just start fucking men in the ass on camera for money, it's still adult film. I'm still gonna be in the adult industry. I like the passive income that I can make from all of my clips, and I love interacting with my fans, and I love my submissives, so I would not give up being a dominatrix or having this platform for anything in the world. That's my favorite thing, is having a platform to be able to talk about things.
How important do you feel it is your career?
How important do I feel social media is?
Yeah.
It's the basis for your career at this point. When I first started, they were like, you have to get a Twitter. Point blank. You have to get a Twitter. Twitter really encourages or discourages people from hiring you. So you have to be careful about what you post on there. You have to be a nice person on there. Don't be spiteful. Don't be mean. Don't threaten people. Don't pour water on dogs. You know, just be a good person, and people are more likely to hire you if they see that you want to work.